Hi guys, we're all excited about Thermo Roast and having that strength and that power in our coffee that wake you up, get you up, keep you going, mood, appetite, energy. It does a lot of stuff. You know, a lot of people don't know that there's a diet coffee out there. So it's a real great opportunity. Sure, we sell thousands and thousands every month in our current program. Over 450 million cups of coffee are sold and consumed every day. So it's a really big market and opportunity. But even though coffee has its punch, and even though our coffee has extra punches on mood, appetite, energy, some people still want more. How do I get that extra bang, that extra punch? I really want to perk up my day. So we've come up with an answer to that, and we're calling it the Thermo Perk capsule. We want to take that Thermo Roast experience and perk it up, and we've really done it in a single dose, single serving capsule. We took a veggie capsule, so we didn't want that dead bovine gelatin. Took a nice veggie capsule, put all the ingredients in one capsule. You can pair this with your coffee. When you take your coffee, you can take this capsule. I take my capsule about 30 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes before I take my coffee, and then I take my coffee, and then both of those things are releasing at the same time, and you just get that extra bang, that extra perk, that extra punch, and it really makes a difference. Plus, when you're recruiting and you're sharing and you're trying to get that first impact experience, if nobody has ever tried a activated coffee, Thermo Roast by itself should give you enough of a punch. But if you really want to knock it out of the park and looking for that extra zing, take the Thermo Perk capsule with the Thermo Roast, and you'll really get that kick. So what does it do? It increases that thermogenic fat-burning potential that you're looking for. You really want to optimize that potential. The appetite suppression is dramatically increased. And one of the tricks in weight loss is if I stop eating and I stop having a craving for eating, and I'm really not focused on eating or binging or snacking or all of that, that appetite suppression tool really helps shut off the thing that's going to make me gain more weight, and it's going to allow me that metabolic time to burn off the weight that I've accumulated over the weeks, months, years. So that weight loss booster effect is what's happened when you get that thermogenic response, when you get that appetite suppression, and you have that extra perky boost of energy. So it's really a lot of fun. So we talked about it's in a vegan capsule. That's important. There's no artificial flavors, no artificial sweeteners. We're trying to keep it as natural as possible. It's dairy-free and it's gluten-free. And it's been tested for both of those. So let's look at the 5 critical perk ingredients that really set it apart and make it different. There's a botanical called Bocopa, Bocopa morene. It's a mood booster. You know, so goes the head, so goes the body. Like the divers off the cliff in Australia. You see the guy lean forward, and then boom, his body flips and follows his head. Psychologically, our bodies work the same way. When we are satisfied in the brain, when we have those opiates, those neurological nutrients that tell the brain, you're not hungry, you've had enough, you've just eaten a pizza. When we can shut off that trigger in the brain, it's more of a nootropic behavior. Our body is in a state of homeostasis in the brain. Our brain says, I'm not craving, I'm not looking for anything, so the brain doesn't send motor skill signals to the rest of the body to go grab the pizza. So we really want that mood booster because it's going to give us that happy feeling, that euphoric feeling, that feeling of wellness and energy. And the trick with that feeling is that it creates emotional satiety so the brain doesn't dive for that extra splurge of those addictive calories and carbohydrates. The next thing, caffeine. Now we want to use a natural source of caffeine. We don't want that jittery impact shake. We want that caffeine to help perk us up, but we also want it to give us a natural absorption in the body. We use a caffeine extracted from coffee, so it isn't a caffeine anhydrous chemical. There's 60 milligrams in the capsule itself, which is like Pepsi One has about 57 milligrams of caffeine. So it's a high-powered soda amount of caffeine. Remember, if you take it with a coffee, you're kind of doubling the amount on the coffee. So we didn't want to get real heavy on the caffeine. Plus, you can spread it out and keep your caffeine energy coming out through the day. The caffeine helps boost metabolism. It's a thermogenic by itself. But caffeine is also a nutrient delivery system. The real key thing about nutrient delivery is that you need chaperone molecules to get nutrients to get to the cells, where the cells can use them, and to motivate the energy cycle within the cells, the ATP. Get that cellular function. And caffeine by itself is also a stimulant. It's a gut stimulant. It's a neurostimulant and acts as an appetite suppressant as well as a thermogenic. So this form is a real natural form. Then we take black pepper extract. This is a patented form of black pepper extract. It's a thermogenic. It's also an antioxidant. It also has inflammatory response mechanisms within this nutrient. It also helps in nutrient delivery, help get to those satiety nutrients in the brain. So it's pretty unique. There's another compound called Huperzine A. This is a fat-burning compound. It's an extract, and it goes way back in Ayurvedic medicine, a couple thousand years. And this botanical nutrient really helps promote liposis in the body, burn that extra fat that we've accumulated over time. So if you're burning fat that you've accumulated over time and you're not wanting to eat and you're not putting on new fat, this is how you get that fat burning program to get your weight loss. At the same time, you're having great energy and also not getting a lot of those inflammatory responses. Then the magic ingredient, and this is an old ingredient, it used to be a drug back in the 50s. Used to be touted for sexual performance improvements in male back in the 60s, and then got rebirthed again in the 90s and even in the 2000s. But that's not why we're focusing on it. This ingredient is called yohimbine. Yohimbine has also been studied and has actually more efficacious research and results as a fat-burning nutrient, as an appetite suppressant nutrient, and as a stimulant nutrient. So get you, kind of wake you up and keep you up from an energy standpoint. And it's really a fun ingredient, and it works really well. So altogether, this gives you the new Thermo Perk in a capsule experience. It's shareable, it's reliable, it's really a lot of fun. It's going to create a dramatic increase in the results that you're going to see and the ability for you to share impact results as you bring people into the new business opportunity here, but more importantly, as you bring people to their goal and their wellness goals of weight management, weight control, and homeostasis as they balance their health and well-being through your partnership.